tonight. They're going to take a look at this.
Right now, they're determining the last second shot. Officials will exercise.
Making sure he's behind the arch just because they can, but he's well behind it. It's 3 shots.
Well, they want to know how much time.
Just taking a look at the last 5 games. Stewart, 3 out of 4 from the line against Arizona. 2 out of 4 against Arizona State. 2 out of 5 against Stanford. Against Cali was 1 out of 2, and the other night at Washington he was didn't take a free throw.
He's got 3 shots. He knows he has to make 2. This first shot is going to be the toughest free throw he's ever shot in his life. He's shooting right into the band.
The officials are looking at this. We are actually running some of these replays now for their benefit. They're trying to figure out how much time should be put on the clock.
Yeah, it looks like there's 1.4 or 1.5, and there's a little bit of chance to blow the whistle. But
I'd go closer to 2. There you go.
Yeah, right there, 2.1. Left his hands at 2.1.
Right 2. There he fouls it.
Right.
So it's close to the 2-second mark.
Well, all I'm saying is it's going to be wild in here in about 30 seconds. As soon as he steps up for that first one.
One way,
if he misses
or
the first one, and he has to have the next 2.
Fellas, they want to see it again.
The referees want to see it again. I don't know what they, he's obviously behind the line, and, I'm sure Tim Floyd would say you can have 2 seconds, you can have 2.5 seconds if you want. I'm just glad my guy has 3 free throws.
USC lost its season opener to South Carolina in overtime, then beat Washington in the Pac-10 opener in double overtime. Washington State beat Arizona, then lost at Stanford and to Oregon here in overtime.
Now, if you're Tony Bennett, do you ice him after the first free throw?
2 timeouts.
Maybe if he makes it, you use all your timeouts you have. You don't save them for the Pac-10 tournament.
Lodrick Stewart,
right into the band.
Stewart, a 2-time state champion in high school at Rainier Beach High School in Seattle, has a chance to be the hero for USC back in his home state.
He made that look easy, Bob.
He did. Was the lefty.
2 more for the lead. Stewart on the season, 72%. And now the pressure is on.
Oh, this is fun, isn't it? Now they ice him.
Now they take a timeout. Nice.
Wow. That one wasn't even close.
No, that was what maybe you would expect it out of the first one, but the first one was smooth. The second one, he pulled the string a little bit.
Well, he hit that clutch shot, the 3-pointer at the end of the regulation to send it into overtime. It's not a matter that this kid is a pressure player, and he's got a beautiful shot. But that last one did have a hitch.
Yeah. He'll step up, shoot the next one, all right. You don't know if he's going to make it, but he'll pull the trigger on the next one.
Yeah, as long as he gives it a good ride.
Go back, fellas, to the end of regulation when Stewart.
Well, that's the offensive foul on Nick Young that fouled him out of the game. And when Tim Floyd almost got a technical, and I thought the referees did a good job of not ending things right there by giving Tim Floyd a technical. You got to let him let off a little steam. And then a few seconds later, SC had a chance. They worked their way back to a chance for 3-point. They ran this play against their best defender, Kyle Weaver. He defended it well. Lodrick hit the shot. And now he's got to make 1 free throw so we can have another overtime and just keep enjoying this beautiful afternoon.
Well, another overtime unless Washington State can get something done with 2.1 seconds left.
Well, okay. Maybe. That's lightning in a bottle.
Pushing it.
In college, that's pushing it.
Well, what do you need, about 3.5? Really, 3.5 to get something under your own basket?
I think so. You can't advance it by, any way other than by moving the ball. So anyway, let's see what happens with the free throw.
The crowd will tell the story. 2.1 seconds remaining, and we're tied. Low across the timeline, fires it up and fouled the glass.
Almost fouled him.
Yeah.
Something.
Tony Bennett wanted a foul. He's over there yelling about the foul.
He most certainly did. and we're going to have a second extra period.
What was Lodrick Stewart thinking? You don't give the officials a chance to make a call on that. I mean, you give him all the credit in the world for making that free throw.
How about the same thing Kyle Weaver was thinking when he fouled Stewart beyond the arc on the last play? Take a look.
Well,
close, but no call. Double overtime in Pullman. It is a closed cage grudge match. Washington State and USC, and the survivor will go to the Pacific Life Pac-10 tournament in Los Angeles as the #2 seed.
And I'm just wondering, is this game going to end before the tournament starts?
May not. A lot of heart, a lot of desire. Nick Young, USC's leading scorer, fouled out late in regulation. Aaron Baines is playing with 4. Derek Lowe with 4 for Washington State. You've got Lowe, Cowgill, Richesti, Baines, and Weaver to start the second overtime for the Cougars. For the Trojans, Wilkinson, Lewis, Gibson, Stewart, and Gabe Pruitt. Got a violation. And they'll jump it again.
Aren't you supposed to jump straight up, Bob? It looked like Baines was setting a moving screen on Taj Gibson.
Well, he kind of went after the ball. I thought the ball went off a little bit.
Yeah,
Right.
could be.
Baines working off a career high 20 points. Tips it to Richesti. Derek Lowe had 10 points to begin or in the first half, and then has had only 2 since. Pruitt picks him up. Good quick shown by Gabe Pruitt.
I repeat, I think if SC is going to win, Gabe Pruitt's going to have to make a big play somewhere.
Underneath, Wilkinson. The sophomore from Mission Viejo is called for another foul. That's his 4th personal. Baines missed a couple of free throws at the end of regulation. In regulation, Baines was 2 for 4. That's a big one.
Well, it's an absolute mismatch in there. Wilkinson just doesn't have the bulk to play him inside. They'll keep going to him every chance they get, I'm sure.
And he does such a good job. He's got so much poise of waiting, catching the ball, and making the play.
Lodrick Stewart had the only field goal for USC, and then Pruitt and Richesti get tied up, and Richesti is going to be called for the personal foul, and here you go. Well, that's the junior from Westchester High in Los Angeles.
He learned that trick from Bob Weiss. As soon as the defense extends the arm, you just hook your arm under it.
Underneath and run.
Underneath and run, especially when you're in the double bonus.
Yeah, I thought I was watching Reggie Miller there. That was his trick, too.
Pruitt, that's his first miss. He's 4 out of 5.
I'm impressed with Pruitt, though. Nice player. I haven't gotten to see that much of him this year.
Paul, you talked about it at the beginning of the game. His return from academic difficulties provided a huge lift for the Trojans.
Oh, absolutely. He gave them stability and a scorer and a defensive player. I mean, he's made big plays all year, and his best position in college is the 2 guard, and he's played point because they needed him to. If he has a future in the NBA, it will be as a point, and he's got the range and the quickness to play defense and be real effective at that spot.
Little zone now.
Well,
now they're matched up. Are they still in it? Yep,
still zone.
Again, we go back to the notion that Ivory Clark, and here we go, Pruitt, another steal, and he gives USC the lead by 1.
That zone got the Cougars standing a little bit. It's a very good move. It's always nice to change up that defense, especially when you can't stop the big fella inside.
Right.
SC with 9 steals, and a half a dozen of them through the first half and the opening minutes of the second half. And Pruitt thought he might have another, but Cowgill, nice feed inside and the reverse for the finish.
Jesse Taylor, what a player. He's having a great game.
Right. And I don't think enough players penetrate against the zone. You know, zone is almost even more susceptible to penetration than a man-to-man. But people get on the perimeter. They want to work the ball around.
Wilkinson chased out of the post by Baines. Looked like they were trying to clear a little room for Stewart. Wilkinson for 3.
No hesitation at all.
and he hasn't had many shots either. He just pulled the trigger.